everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. Here we are, in the dark, in the bookstore, having gone through a kind of sealed off door, convincing the lady, the bookstore keeper, to let us in because we said that we were trained in dealing with curses, because apparently there's a curse. It's got something to do with this area, which is kind of a weird MMORPG style over the old radio waves. It's all gone above Cousteau's head, this Bino-clad-esque nerdy geeky type of thing, not really his cup of tea, so he doesn't understand what the hell they're talking about and what all these notes are about. Kitsuragi seems quite clued up on it though, but anyway. There's a door there, and also there's a corridor here, so we're going to leave that door for a second and just take a quick peek down this corridor, see what we can find. Strange noises. Safety curtains. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. Behind the chimney, apparently, was where there's a lady, and that is the source of the curse. This must be where the entity lives. We knock on the safety curtain. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. We're not convinced. Knock harder. No one's home. Give it a good old proper policeman's knock. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now. If this is really an entity, if this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace somewhere as well. Maybe there's another way to get in. Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things? This is not random. This is where the malignant entity could be. Kim, you heard the woman. We're here to solve this curse issue. I'm a professional. Kim sighs. Ghosts aren't real. Didn't your parents tell you that? In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further. Giving him a sideways glance. Fine. There must be another way. Not that we're that concerned, to be honest with you, but we are kind of intrigued. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Does someone live here? Maybe. And what's up here? A postcard. The Delta 51. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapour rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Can we interact with it? No? I think you can sell these postcards, you know. I think you can sell them for a little bit of profit. So we can sell postcards, we can put bottles into a bag if we find a bag and sell them as well. So we've got a couple of ways to make some extra coin, should we need to. And given that we may need to pay off our bar bill, I think we may need to. Okay, anything down here? Not really. It's getting close to Kitsuragi's bedtime. I hear something. We are going to try to go back to the apartments as well, just to see if we can speak to that chappie. It did say 9 o'clock tomorrow, but we'll just check if it's not 9 o'clock tonight as well, that he might be home. Ooh. Let's have a look what lays beyond this door here. Straight away we have something to interact with. Ooh. Magnesium. And 2 real. Lovely. Oh, I see something. It looks like a fridge. in the shape of a bear. This could be what we are looking for. Look at this. We're going to stick a dead body in this, just so that we can remove its boots. Oh dear. Ice bear fridge. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? Who cares? Just crack open the door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. It's a fridge, Kim. Expecting things to come out here? Just put the gun away. Of course. A giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside. Indeed. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Apparently looks big enough for 2 corpses. There's a note on the door. Yes, take the note. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door. So look at the ice cream wrappers. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. Can't help but wonder out loud, what exactly is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. Somewhere in the past. Oh, look at the rats. It's summer. 5-year-old Fifette lets go of her mother's hand, change jingling in her pockets as she hops toward the ice cream stand right across the plaza. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore? Surely it would scare young children. I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Well, I think we have found what we are looking for. This fridge is big enough to hold 2 corpses. Certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough too. But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms. You could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge. Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage. The 2 of you? Easily. Could probably do it on our own, to be honest with you. Come on, let's get this body in here. Jesus. The body is heavier than you expected, and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands on his handkerchief. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. Surely been sarcastic. You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites. quite humorous, but I don't think he's one to make such jokes. I don't even think he knows what pagan rites are. Yeah, somehow I can't help but disbelieve your statement. Of course you don't. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This does not leave this room. Well, look, it's called improvisation, alright? We did the best with the means at our disposal. Did we though? He sighs. Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now, you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances. Right. Close the door. We shall inspect this when he's in bed sleeping soundly, so that we can just do things that he might not approve of. Right, so the body's in the fridge. He wants to talk to us.
Think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Well, I'm yet to pay the cafeteria manager for the damages. Where do you expect me to sleep? Okay, maybe we do. Wasn't it 40? We have 31. Or was it 30? Showing Kitsuragi. He's got a better memory than us. He nods. Maybe we have enough. I'll also take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime scene. Okay, to the Whirling then. And then we can conduct some after-hours investigation. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. What's this here? Ooh, a hidden doorway. Well, let's take a quick look in here, shall we? Can we get in? Yes, we can. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. And a hole in the wall. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Shine the light inside. Actually, no. First of all, seeing if he might give us some insight into where we are. Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapons cache. Shining the light inside. Yes, there is, and there's also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Of course I do. Your hand reaches deep into the darkness, and spider webs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Yep, inspect them. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock. In better cosmetic order than the others. Yeah, this one looks this one looks like it could be operable. An old bell Margrave from the Revolution. The lieutenant nods with approval, his eyes gleaming. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Yeah, a rifle in here, hidden away in a secret cranny. What does this mean? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future. He likes his find. As do we. Look at that. An antique Bell Margrave rifle. Broken. From ages past. 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. We'll keep it. May come in handy. Not a bad find. So we'll explore the rest of this cellar, and then we'll go and tuck Kitsuragi up into bed, shall we? Sure, there's an ice cream maker that's still running. Some more Nosafed. And a breaker box. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. We're not going to unplug the giant red cable because that's going to unplug the ice bear fridge. What about this black one? Why did you do that? I don't know why. I just felt like doing it. Sometimes I do things without any reason at all. You've got to live a little, Kitsuragi. Live on the edge. The lieutenant raises his brows but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board has now one cable missing. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but hey ho. Hang on. There's a little room down here. More money. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Kind of looking for a clue about the password to that situation in the other room, but nothing's jumping out at me. Insane mesh tank top. Ooh. I bet that looks cool. +1 to drama. Look at that. Proper workout. Oh. All the youngsters are wearing this now. It's all the rage. It shows off a bit of your skin underneath all the meshing. No, really. Who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. +1 to drama. Clinically insane. Yeah, what's this? Is this a way out? It is a way out. Aha! There you go. We found the alternative exit. Right, so we'll tuck Kitsuragi up into bed and then we shall return to the... Oops, daisy. To the old body. See if we can drive its boots off. We're going to have to pay our bar tab now as well, unfortunately. As much as it pains us, we don't fancy sleeping on the street. Oh! The whirling in rags. By night. Look at this.
Hello again, sweetie.
Who are all these new people here? That disco ball, look at that. Oh, very nice indeed. People just sat chilling out, talking with each other. We kind of want to sing karaoke here at some point. I think we've talked to these two before. Quite nice. Still trying to fix his bird.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe you. Yeah, I've got your money. I hope you choke on it! It's a bit harsh, isn't it? Oh dear. Are we softening up in our old age? I'm trying to channel my inner Gene Hunt here. Yep, this is something he'd do. Slam the real on the... Boom! Hope you choke on it! Great. Perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with your window broken. Yeah, you dog. Right. Well, we've got a level up. I'll unlock the electronic lock in your room. He taps his foot against the metal box at the bar counter. All the doors lock automatically at 9 o'clock. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance. 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it? You got nowhere else to stay. 20 real per night. Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game It's game over! Don't leave finding money on the last minute. It's harder to make cash after the nightfall when the shops are closed and streets are empty. So time stops advancing after 2. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game. Okay. He takes away Kim's money and hands him a keyring. Right. Okay. So I don't know. I'll have to check where I'm going to put my points now. You need to find 20 real to pay for your room at the Whirling, or it will be locked after 9. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. So one of our highest priorities is to try to find somewhere free to stay. I ain't paying this man 20 real every flipping night. Right. Kitsuragi, are you off to bed?
Yes.
How do we tuck him into bed? Let me just save it. See, I don't want to go to bed just yet. I want him to go to bed. In fact, we should probably have both gone just to check on that guy. It is after 9. I'll check on my own. It's fine. We're glad to have a bit of freedom, you know. Kitsuragi, are you off to your room? This could be Kitsuragi's room right here. Is this your room, Kitsuragi? Right, I'm off to bed, Kitsuragi. Don't follow me into my room. Goodbye. See you in the morning. This is the door to the room you redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Debrief. Right, fine. Let's go. But you want that man's boots? Come on, hurry up, Kitsuragi. Busy here. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Didn't know you smoked, Kim? I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh, man. He looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. Yeah. Don't mind if I spark one up as well, do you? He blows a steady stream of smoke. Your call, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night. Below the city trembles with its remaining lights. People are rushing home, running away from home, smoking, sleeping, singing in the shower. Edges of dining tables, hands, aprons flicker through the windows before the lights go out. Right then. To the debrief. Yes. He pulls on a cigarette. It's been a long and eventful day. Right then. So you're talking about my lack of knowledge about the RCM. I mean, enlighten me. What powers do we have? They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offences in accordance with the interdepartmental schedule. 1,000? Why not more? The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We're not totally supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Right. Anything else I should be aware of? Yes. We may take advantage of this ourselves at some point. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. Now, can you be sure that the arrestee will simply show up on us asking them to? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. I see, and if someone resists, we are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. I see. Very good, very good. Good to know. Have you killed anyone, Kim? Yes. He pauses. The last time was 4 years ago. I see. I see. I wonder if I've killed anybody. Of course I have. What happens to people we convict? We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Coron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. He taps on his coat pocket, where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government and the Moralinton, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It is a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Does it matter? We care not. Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. So, how do you think today went? Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest. Oh, must you bring that up again? Which wasn't ideal, but we did manage to get him down from the tree, so as they say, all's well that ends well. Yeah, well, a little rusty, but I blame your gun mostly. Being sober also tends to help with precision. Anyway, we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but at least the corpse has been refrigerated. There's still work to be done at the crime scene, though. He's right. You could smell it. That's something missing, even under the overpowering odour of the corpse. Now as for the interviews, my list of people to talk to here in matinees, I mean, he takes a deep drag and looks at the city. Yes, yes. Well, talking to people is my forte. Very important indeed. Well, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. Yeah, I think that went very well indeed. Apart from the chair, a bit awkward, a bit uncomfortable, like. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however. Yes, well, now that we've opened that door for him, I'm sure I can get him to tell us some more. We tried an interview with the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. He purses his lips. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? Do we run a lot? I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow. Yeah, I don't like to waste time. Mine's moving fast. Body has to try to keep up. Can't stay still. It's all about getting things done, Kitsuragi. All about getting things done. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man of your age. And in those heels. Well, looks can be deceiving, Kitsuragi. Looks can be deceiving. I really am a physical specimen to behold. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. Just look into the night whilst puffing on a fag. The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid Kuno? It's different inland, in Jamrock, and the GRIH. Why are they like this indeed? Bloody potty-mouthed children. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks. And in Jamrock and the GRIH?" He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are..." He shakes his head. "But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organisation works, our systems work. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate." "Yeah. We won't change anything here. It's gone to the dogs. Best we just solve this murder and get out again. In one piece, preferably." "Probably not," he says quietly. "Anyway, positive change happens slowly. We never really get to see the impact of our actions." "Well, I don't know, spin kicking somebody in the face. We certainly saw the impact of that action." Chuckling to himself whilst taking another inhalation. "Well, Kitsuragi, I think I can get used to this nighttime ritual. I think I can get used to it very much. But really, it's time for me to dash to bed. You know, I like my beauty sleep. All that running and all that makes me a tired man. But thank you. Yeah. It's getting very cold now. Let's go." He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Okay. To bed he buys then. Or is it? Just quick save it again. See you in the morning. See you in the morning. Yeah, we're going in, don't worry. Bye. Bye. Or are we going to bed? Of course we're not flipping going to bed, people. Are you stupid? Right, we are going to end the session here. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's probably going to be on the shorter side. I've just got my dinner next to me going cold. So, in the next one, After Hours Policing, with Costo, all on his lonesome. We've got until 2 AM, right? Plenty of time for us to get into trouble without Kitsuragi to be, breathing down our neck. So, there's going to be a body in a nice bear fridge that requires its boots removing. It's the first task of the day, of the night rather. There's an old lady who Kitsuragi didn't want us to talk to in the traffic jam. It's the second thing to try and sort out. And we're going to go try knocking on the old door of that chappie who was overlooking the crime scene. You know, the rather strange fella who refused to throw us a cigarette. Yeah, we're going to see if we can see if he's at home today. And interview him without Kitsuragi present. And there's some truck drivers as well to speak to. Although, would it be better if Kitsuragi's present for that? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how Costo feels. But it's almost like the shackles are off now, you see. Kitsuragi's not there with us. He does prove to be useful on occasion. But let's see what happens when he's left on his lonesome. What trouble can he get himself in? I dread to think. So join me next time as we'll head outside for a bit of fun. Until then, see you soon.